Hi everyone. Today we are talking about bodies. And what better time than now to talk about bodies? As we are in the phase of social distancing, the only thing which is the closest to us is our body. So we did a small experiment to understand how to connect to, how to relate to, how to be in engagement with our bodies. And we came to this awareness that the only thing we are absolutely judgment free about is if we have a baby. A baby. A baby will never be judged by a mother. A mother will never have any negative points of views of her baby. A mother will never be able to misunderstand or ignore the signals given to her by her baby. So we did this experiment to connect to our bodies in a way as if they were our babies. As I speak the next few words of this little talk, I want you all to just imagine that you are holding your bodies in your arms as if you are holding your babies. And understand the connect that you feel with your body now as if it were your baby.
First thing which we want to tell you about is listen to your body. When your baby needs your attention, it will always give you some kind of a signal, like it will cry or scream or shout. In the same way, your body is also a sensory organism which is designed to give you information all the time. It is only when it cannot get through you, it screams, which is often interpreted as a pain or a disease or some kind of weakness in your body. Diseases only happen when you have been ignoring the cries of your body for a long time. For example, if you ignored the fact that you're physically and mentally exhausted, but you have pre-decided somewhere that you must work for others, you must carry the weight of everybody on you, you will be prone to backaches, knee aches, or shoulder pains. Or every time you have held back hurt, or every time you've held back resentments and you've not expressed them, you will be prone to a weak digestive system. So please address the issues of your body the way you will address to a child. Just ask this question: body, what is it that you're signaling which I am not getting? And please give me an awareness in a way that I would easily understand it. And your body will give you some kind of signals. Please act on them.
Now we'd like to talk about letting go of all judgments of your body. How many of us start our day standing in front of the mirror and being in constant criticism of our body? How many of us have decided and chosen to judge ourselves by a number of age, a number of weight, a number of inches? If you start seeing your body as your baby, all this judgment will completely fly away. All you have to do is every morning ask your body and tell your body, body, you are my baby. I love you and I accept you for the paths that you have chosen this far. I accept you and I am in complete allowance of you with all your grace. But how about now we make certain changes and be the best we have ever been? The idea is to drop all judgments, because every judgment acts as a conclusion, it acts as a roadblock, it acts as a dead end. You have come to a conclusion that your body is a certain way and now no more changes can be made. And this is why judgments need to go. The first step is acceptance, and the second step is to ask your body a question. So for example, if you are not happy with the way that your body looks in terms of weight, if there is some flab or there is some extra weight on your body that you want to shed, you are supposed to ask your body without any judgments of it, without any points of views of it, that body, what would you like to do today? What would you like to be today that would allow you to have an amazing, hot, sexy body that you've always wanted to have? So the idea is to drop the judgment and be in complete acceptance.
So the next thing which we want to talk to you about is don't suppress your body's feelings. Let your body express. Let me start by asking a question. How do you enhance your relationship with your child? By allowing them to express him or herself and you being there to attend to all its needs and requirements? In the same way, your body also has a consciousness and a knowing of its own. It is constantly telling you, expressing itself what it wants. Do not suppress your body's cravings, needs, requirements for care, demands. Because every time you do that, you are trying to create a disconnect between you and your body. And your body will automatically start feeling that you are deaf to its ears and it will also stop contributing to you the way you would want it to. For example, if your body is craving some relaxation time, some me time, or some kind of comfort food, please do not suppress your body's feelings. Please do not think like, oh my god, I can't eat this because I will put on weight. Respect your body's feelings and ask this question: body, how many times have I ignored your wants just to prove myself right? And how many times have I disconnected from you? Please start being aware of your body's feelings and respect it, because the more you respect your body will contribute to you more.
The next thing we would like to talk about is the importance of involving your body in all decision making. Now, would you impose your decisions onto your baby, onto your child all the time? Or would you ask them to take decisions for themselves? The way you ask your baby, okay, what is it that you want to eat for breakfast today? What is it that you want to do today? With whom would you like to spend your day today? The same way, our job is to ask our body, what is it that they want for themselves? The same way, we have to ask our body and involve it in all decision making. For example, if you are hungry, ask your body, what is it that you would like to eat? Before going for any kind of a physical exercise, ask your body, what kind of a physical exercise would you like to do today? If you are attracting a soulmate, ask your body, who is the one who would make you happy? Who is the one who would truly honor you? And if you're really fighting an illness, or if you're trying to heal a certain part of your body, ask, body, would you like to be healed? Or are you enjoying the sickness in some way? The idea is to involve the body and its knowing in all the decisions that you take. And do not get into the wrongness of the body. Your body's knowing, your body's consciousness is way more knowledgeable than you. Reason is that you have a mind. Your mind is holding all the points of views. Your body has no mind. The body will not have any points of views. The body is operating from a judgment-free world. And once you involve your body in all decision making, then you will realize that you can now truly tap into the infinite possibilities and the capabilities that you and your body have.
The next thing which we want to talk about is gratitude for your body. Every time your child does anything for you, you build up a mountain of gratitude for him or her. Why do you do that? Just so that they can build their self-worth? Or you can encourage them to do that more often? When was the last time you were in gratitude for your body? When was the last time you were grateful for your body? In today's time of social distancing, where everybody is standing at least 1 feet apart from each other, it is only your body which is stuck by you and is with you all the time. Your soul has exchanged vows with your body to be with each other in sickness and in health. Your body does everything for you. You cannot add a price tag or a value to your body. For example, ask a handicap, what is the value of a fully able body? Or ask a blind man, what is the value of eyes to him? So today we would like to invite you to do a simple exercise to express gratitude for your body. Close your eyes, put your hands on your face. Feel your hands on your face. Feel your face on your hands. Take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out. And just say, body, I'm so grateful to you for being there for me. Thank you so much for being by my side and doing everything for me. You will automatically feel a surge of lightness and energy in your body. Your body will be happy. Please acknowledge your body, be in gratitude of your body, because it is the most valuable gift you could have ever asked for.
Lastly, we would like to talk about is honoring your body. Now, all the choices that you make for yourself either honor or dishonor your body. Please agree to the fact that nothing ever is inflicted onto you. Nothing is ever happening to you. Your choices are unfolding certain things in your life. So any kind of a bodily pain, illness, disease, or any suffering that you have in the body is probably because of a dishonoring choice that you made. So for example, you meet someone who is just criticizing you and has endless judgments of you. Now you can either make a choice of honoring yourself by just walking out of that conversation, or by dishonoring your body and yourself by being a part of that conversation and buying that person's points of views and judgments of you. So every time you honor yourself and honor your body, you sense this ease, sense this lightness in your body. And every time you dishonor your body, you have this heaviness, this unease in your body, which ultimately will result into a disease, or ultimately will result into a suffering or a pain or an ache. So whenever you are in this confusion of honoring and dishonoring your body, you just have to ask yourself a simple question. Wherever I have tried to dishonor my body by making unaware and unconscious choices, I now destroy and uncreate that. And I would now like to learn, and I would now like to receive the awareness from the universe on how to honor my body and make more conscious and aware choices that open up a world of ease and joy and glory for me. Thank you.